So, have you ever wondered why it's chicken fettuccine and not like beef fettuccine?
Because chicken's better
Because they
with
use chicken.
fettuccine. Yeah,
Because that's why the chicken crossed the road.
but I don't get
I'm,
the joke.
I'm
What's
going
the
to bed.
joke? What's No, I don't know. Camilla, come back because I don't get the joke. Hunter, what's the joke?
No,
I don't get
the
it.
joke is cows can't cross roads.
Yeah, but like, I mean, cows technically, if there's a road, they can walk. So why can't they cross it?
Oh, you know how there are like boundaries in games of like edge borders? We kind of have that in real life. It's this thing called a fence.
Okay, but like, chickens are also in captivity.
No, but not this chicken.
Okay, so there's a specific cow then?
No, no.
So this is racism. What I'm seeing is this is a classist issue. Oh, Camilla, you came back at the perfect time. Hunter brought up a classist issue.
I want to leave again.
All right, welcome to MallTalk. Why didn't you do that for the cold open? That would have been way better. But now we're in. Hey guys, welcome to MallTalk. I'm your host, Flimmick Games. And honestly, I realized in one of the episode we just recorded before this one, themed around the Sonic movie, we did not do this intro. But I'm your host, Flimmick Games. These are my two beautiful co-hosts, Camilla and Hunter.
No, you mean Keegan-Michael Key. It's me, Keegan-Michael
I don't think
Key.
it's going to show up on the recording. But yes, that's Keegan-Michael Key, so I'll put an overlay.
Yeah, Keegan-Michael Key, who plays Bumblebee in Transformers 1, coming out September 20th.
Who my dad did in Hunter's Dream.
Yeah, your dad was Keegan-Michael Key for Halloween in one of my dreams once. That's a weird dream. Alright, so... Fuck you, that's awesome.
What?
I'm
What?
jealous. I'm jealous.
Oh, you want... There you go. Popsicle.
Okay.
Cross-contamination, baby.
Alright, so we are going to... I'm going to share my screen. We're going to tier list Iron Man suits.
Are we getting straight into it? Awesome. Let's do this.
Yeah, let me just make sure it's looking good.
Oh my god, blonde waifus.
Ultimate Cartoon Crushes Bisexual Edition.
Although the mobile phone games one kind of goes hard.
Anime waifu. Smash or pass, blood.
I'm just gonna make sure it should start with So I'm gonna set a few rules real quick. First off, no ads.
That's a good point. No, there's an ad. That's free. That's free promotion.
Yeah. Second off, so we will only be ranking Tony Stark suits. So that is why we will not be ranking Riri Williams, which I will say, huge missed opportunity. Should not have been introduced in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever because they did not do her character justice, and I don't like her because of that. Not even because she's replacing Iron Man, just because I thought they did a bad job with her. We will also not be ranking Rescue, as that is Pepper Potts' suit. So we will be ranking the main suits. Now, I do have a question for you guys. So, in Iron Man 3, obviously, a lot of these were going to be background suits that weren't shown. Mm-hmm. So, some of these are going to be like just a gold Mark 7 or, well, a blue and orange Mark 7 with a different helmet and so on and so forth. Do you want me to take those out real quick and just focus on the suits with original designs, or do you not mind ranking the ones that are hodgepodge for like background scenes?
In terms of hodgepodge, I guess... I mean, we are trying to make this episode a bit shorter, so if we want to make this a bit shorter, let's get rid of the hodgepodge.
I'll take out the hodgepodge real quick, so... that also counts recolors, like this blue one I'm holding is just a recolor. Or looks to just be a recolor of the Silver Centurion, so...
I feel so bad. I am, like, really mentally checked out at the moment.
That's okay. I'm already...
So, like, I don't know if I'd be like the most talkative if you guys want. Like I know Hunter was
That's
excited for this
okay.
today. I just don't know like if y'all would want to do this tomorrow or if y'all are okay with me just being checked out a little bit.
You're gonna be
Honestly,
checked out
as long
already.
as we're all on camera, I don't care.
Alright, let me just remove all these duplicate suits real quick. That's Red Snapper. That's also Red Snapper.
I'm also surprised with the amount of knowledge you have of the MCU suits.
Thank you.
Because I don't know, like, MCU stuff all that well. Especially given my favorite hero, Spider-Man. And Spider-Man barely in the MCU.
Yeah. Actually, I'll include this one because this is like a War Machine recolor, but it's technically a Tony suit, so we might as well rank it. That seems good enough. The rest of these seem to be different. And oh wait, not you. All right, the rest of these seem to be good. So we are. So also, do we want to rank this just off design, or do we also want to take in, I don't know, I'm blanking on this, the abilities of the suit? Like, Hulkbuster's cool because it can punch Hulk hard and stuff.
Let's take into account ability. Especially given a lot of the abilities are pretty consistent.
Yeah.
And it's very slight changes.
Well, they're not consistently consistent. Like, where is he? Where is the Mark 40?
I'm right here.
Okay, so I think this is the Mark 40 here. So this whole thing is like, it goes really fast. Igor has like back supports, has the scuba suit. That's a space suit. That's a suitcase. Okay, so we're gonna, let's just do it based off visuals, what you guys think. Let's go off of that.
Okay.
I've already made a tier list, so I can also send that to Kush later, and he can put up my awesome opinions.
Sure.
But here, so let's start off with the Mark 1. I'm always going to put these in C tier to start, just so we can like get a better look at which one I'm talking about.
Cool.
So
Well,
Mark
that's just
1.
standard Mark 1. I mean,
I fucking love the standard Mark 1. Like,
I like it for what it is, but like compared to all the other suit designs, like I don't like it that much because it's like unrefined. I get that's the charm of it, and I guess that's what it's doing, and I love it for that. I just prefer like good old red and gold, like Mark III and stuff like that.
I definitely get that. Sorry, Kush, I interrupted you.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, yes, it's like unrefined, but that's almost an aesthetic I really like with the Mark 1. Like, the Mark 1 has an aesthetic that you never really see with any of the other suits, of this almost kind of like jank, like shoddily made thing that I think just like it's bulky, but not in like a Hulkbuster way. It's like a bulky because like
It was made out of shit.
it's
Yeah, it's
and, like,
bulky
I don't
by
know,
innovation.
I just really like just that bulky aesthetic, and like it does that in like a way that, like, I feel like the Hulkbuster almost overdoes the bulkiness, whereas this is like a, it's a really nice solid just hunk.
I feel like it also does a very good job at encapsulating the beginning of Iron Man, which, to be fair, it's because it's literally the beginning of Iron Man, but also I feel like it's a very good adaptation from the comics. Like I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember the Mark 1 from the comics all that well, but I feel like this is pretty freaking accurate. This is like pretty spot on. Here, let me look up Mark 1 Iron Man comics. Yeah, this is pretty like spot on. It also, like as Camilla said, it is a little bit more bulky. It has a bit more dimension. It has a bit more depth to it, which I feel like enhances it. So I feel like, at the very least, I would rank it at the very least a solid B, and I'm willing to go higher, but I'm not willing to go lower than B.
I personally think it honestly have to be an A. Personally I think it's like an S tier suit, but I'm willing to like kind of contribute and say like A, maybe even B.
What are your opinions on that, Hunter?
I think I like it for what it is, but when comparing it to all the other really sleek, cool, and advanced Iron Man suits, I don't like it more than C, but so I'm willing to put it in, like, C or B. I'm willing to put it A tier.
Let's put it B, though, because that, like, balances all of our opinion.
I'll put it in A, because you guys liked it a lot, and I want to respect Camilla's opinion of S at least a little bit by putting it at least closer.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
This
then
one
there's
is
this fucker. I don't know what his name is, but he just looks kind of cool. It's a
just
very
gonna look.
basic...
I'm gonna keep looking up Iron Man Mark 1, Iron Man Mark 2, Iron Man Mark 3.
This
I
isn't
think...
Oh, you want to do the Mark II? They did not put this in order. We'll do the Mark II then. So this
I
is the
thought,
Mark
is that not Mark 2 you just
No,
put up?
it's not. It's a background suit from Iron Man 3.
Oh, okay.
This is the Mark II. So it's pretty much it's the Mark III but silver. So I love the Mark III. Mark III goes like S tier for me. It is still like it's the Iron Man suit in a sense. Like
Well, let's
when I
start
think
with
Iron Man.
let's start with Mark 2, and then we will have the big talk when we go to Mark 3.
Yeah, no, I was just saying. So Mark II is it's his first suit. It had an icing problem and was his first true suit. That's his first suit, the Mark 1, but this is the first one where he like fully Iron Manned it.
Yeah.
So I think I prefer it over. Actually, since it is just in silver, I actually like it a lot less than a lot of the others just because it is so basic. I know a lot of people like it because it is just that cool, like, metal color, but, like...
Yeah, it's very sleek.
I get the sleekness, but honestly, I just think this was very obviously, in my opinion, designed to be the Mark III. They didn't have the budget for more than, like, another model, and they just recolored it to be the Mark II.
I mean, yeah. Is your ranking C?
Oh, no, C is where I put stuff, like, just
I see. What would your ranking be?
I want to hear your guys' thoughts first.
So, my thoughts pretty much reflect yours in the sense that, like, I like it. It represents the beginning of Iron Man. It represents the actual, like, development of the building, which is super cool. The abilities, I'm not too I don't remember it well, but honestly, it's the Mark II. Why would we give a fuck about the abilities? I would give it, like, maybe a B. I don't like it as much as Mark 1, but I have a lot of respect for it being, like, again, like, pretty much the first Iron Man.
Yeah.
How about you, Camilla? Also, it's okay if you just say, like, yeah.
Yeah, if you want
I mean,
to have
I pretty like it. Again, it's like, again, I kind of like the it still kind of feels like the kind of like unrefined like version, like a little, but it's
Yeah.
like more. It's like more like classic Iron Man, and I'm also just a major sucker for like the silver suits.
Yeah.
So
Like I like the more like metallic / robotic suits.
do you think the B tier is good? You want an A tier? I think B tier sounds good.
I think B is
Yeah.
B is solid.
I'm good with B.
All right, let me grab the Mark III. I don't
Okay.
know why this person did not put this list in order, but it does frustrate me.
Mark 3 is
Right here.
middle.
already have
That's
it.
Mark 3.
Yep. That should. Well, maybe that's a Mark IV. No, that's a Mark III.
Are you sure?
I am 100%.
That doesn't- Why does that not look like the Mark 3?
Well, it is. So here's.
Well, honestly, I think this is an S.
I agree.
It's like, it's Mark
wait, my
II
lighting isn't good.
with the iconic colors of Iron Man. Like, when you think of Iron Man, you think of the Mark II.
Mark
You think of the Mark III. Unless you're like a big MCU guy, then you probably think of the Mark 40 or the fucking nanotech one. I don't remember
I
which
think
one that was.
what I've
It's
noticed.
it's like the suit. We can't put it less than A. I feel like it's like the suit.
It is the.
I think there's a mix. It depends on what you're going for. I think if you're going for like the basic suit, usually it's Mark III. I have noticed a lot of the times in comics or for like toys when they come up with another design that's just generic Iron Man, they usually use the Mark VII, and the Mark 50 usually represents MCU / like nanotech Iron Man.
Yeah.
So
I don't like the nanotech though.
I love nanotech. It's not as
I
good
also
as, like,
love nanotech.
It's
It's not
not
as good as, like, I wouldn't put it above A, but I like it a lot.
I love the Mark 85 because it is just like, it looks like the comic suit Iron Man, but in live action, and that's great for Iron Man's last suit.
You know what I just realized? We didn't introduce why we're ranking Iron Man suits. We're ranking this because Robert Downey Jr. got announced as Doctor Doom.
And because Iron Man 3 is the best MCU movie.
Yeah, also that.
Alright, next, Mark 4. So the Mark 4, it is the next step after the Mark 3 got its ass, kicked in Iron Man. And to be honest, it's the same budgetary thing. It's just the Mark 6, but without the triangle arc reactor. So, what do you guys think?
Give it like an A or a B.
Yeah. I think when we get to the Mark 6, that's when we're going to get into where this suit shines when it's in its proper form. I think A.
Yeah.
I'm not going to rank these. Since we want to do it a bit quicker, I'm not going to put them in particular order. We're just going to put them in tiers.
Yeah, that's fine.
Next is we need the Mark 5, which is one of my favorites, if not my favorite suit-up sequence still for Iron Man. If you forgot, this is the suitcase suit.
Yeah. I liked it a lot because I liked the fight between him and Whiplash.
I love the tech of it being the suitcase suit, and the silver and red always looks slick. I always prefer Iron Man in red and gold, but when you have to change it up, that silver and red's the way to go.
Actually, I have a funny story about Iron Man 2, especially this scene. Is I remember I was watching it for the first time when I was 10, I think, and he was arguing about give me the suitcase. I'm like, what? It's just a suitcase. You're about to fucking die. Why do you care? He's like, give me the goddamn suitcase. I was like, Jesus, this guy. It's like, okay. He picks it up. He puts it on. I was like, oh, that's why he was screaming about the suit. That makes way more sense. I thought he had anger issues.
Good for you, Kush.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just yelled very loud.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, I apologize.
No, that's fine. Alright, so I'm thinking S or A. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
I'd give it an A.
Alright.
I'm okay with that, but if you guys outweigh me, then...
I know it's really, I love the suit-up scene with it, but just the design of the suit, and, I know you said you love the colors, Hunter, but if anything, I'm not the biggest fan of the colors.
It feels very unique for art. It's very,
True.
It's very distinct. It's very acquired.
Not really, in the sense of one of Iron Man's most iconic stories being Armor Wars, is in the comics he used the Silver Centurion, which we'll get to later. Actually, you can kind of see him, where it is Iron Man being in red and silver. And
I just meant more it's more of an acquired taste. It's it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea.
I guess, yeah. Alright, the Mark 6, the Triangle Arc Reactor.
Oh my god, I fucking love this one. This one's...
I love this. We want to just
This
do
is
S?
such a... Yeah.
Do we want to...
This is
what did
behind the Mark III, this is what I think of when I think Iron Man.
Sure, because that's the Avengers Iron Man suit, yeah?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, wait.
Iron Man 2 suit to the beginning of Avengers. The true Avengers suit, that's not it. That is actually a reskin. I forgot to move him away.
The Iron Man Avengers suit is...
Mark 7.
Yeah, Mark 7.
So the Mark 7 was definitely... It was just a super heavily armed one, perfectly made for that fight. What I love is... Now, just put this, how you can see Tony's growth, how...
Because Tony
in Iron Man 2,
mistakes.
he made the Mark V portable, a portable suit so he could get it easier. In Avengers, and then he saw the flaw of Pepper wouldn't throw him the damn suit for half the fight.
And then he has the watch thing, and then
Yeah,
it just
and then so with the Mark 7, he makes it so it will come to him, and
yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool. I love the Mark 7 is very much if you're gonna use a generic Iron Man suit for the comics or a toy, they're using the Mark 7.
It's a very iconic suit because even though not a lot of Marvel fans, here's the thing, from what I heard from other Marvel fans, not a lot of people were a huge fan of the Iron Man trilogies, but pretty much every single Marvel fan is going to watch the Avengers movies.
Yeah.
So watching this, when they think of Iron Man, they're likely going to think of this suit.
Yeah, maybe the whole trilogy people might not be too fond of, but Iron Man 3 is based, but even if you take my opinion out of that, Iron Man is literally like, everyone loves Iron Man.
Except Captain America for 20 minutes.
Well, the first movie, but
Yeah,
I
for
think
20
this is S.
minutes.
I
would say S, yeah.
I think it's iconic enough, and it's a good suit design. I think the gunmetal, although I wouldn't want gunmetal on every single suit, I think it adds a nice pop of color to the gold and red.
Yeah.
Alright, that's Mark 6. Oh no, that's Mark 7. So then that is... I'm just going to go in movie timeline because I don't actually remember all of them
Okay.
correctly in order. Because, like, okay, in fairness to me, like, the Mark 8 through 42 are just off-screen builds.
Yeah.
So I will skip to the 42. This one's controversial because this one swapped the color scheme to be gold and red, and I love it for that. If I got my way, it would go S, but I want to hear your guys' opinions.
Honestly, I do quite like the red being the like accompanying color over
Accent
the
color, yeah.
the
Yeah.
accent color rather than the gold. I think that's like a
Okay. So I think that gives me... I mean, Kush, you can say your opinions, but...
I'm with you guys. I think it's a bit jarring for me because when I think of Iron Man, I think of the primary color is red. So it's just like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like in that like almost uncanny spot, but it's not uncanny enough for me to not like it. So I'm okay with wherever you guys put
So
it.
I'm actually going to skip over all the background suits from Iron Man 3, and I'm going to skip to Age of Ultron with the Mark 43. So the Mark 43 is just the 42, but color swapped back into the classic colors. So if you like the 42's design, but you don't like the color choice, the 43
Then
is
this
for
is the
you.
one. I like the 43. I think I just have like a negative association with it because I wasn't a huge fan of Age of Ultron. But in terms of a suit, it looks good. It looks good as a suit. Like,
So we thinking put it at the same spot as the 42? Want to put it a bit lower?
I'd say same spot as 42.
Okay.
Oh wait, Camilla, what are your thoughts on that? Kind of with us?
yeah. Which one?
The 43. It's just the
The one-
42
the
but
Age-
color swapped.
Age of Ultron.
I think it's pretty solid.
Okay.
I think it's like maybe like an A or I think S could fit.
Okay.
Alright, so next is the Hulkbuster. Now, I really like the Hulkbuster because it's like... I mean, it's an iconic suit from the comics and stuff of just Tony making a big Hulk thing and kicking the Hulk's ass. And it actually... I'll pull up a picture of comic Hulkbuster. To my recollection, it looks a lot like the comic Hulkbuster. Now, when we're talking about the Hulkbuster from Infinity War, I actually strongly dislike that. But
Yeah, I know.
when it comes to...
When I think of the Hulkbuster, just because of the most recent one, I think of the one in Infinity War, and my god, I hated that one.
Here's the comic one, so you can see they did a solid job of adapting it.
Yeah,
I really like the Hulkbuster. I think it's a cool design, and
I think in
it-
concept, it's very fun in concept.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the writer's way of, hey, we need Iron Man to beat the Hulk. How's he gonna do it? Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
So I like it. But I want to hear where you guys would put it before I put it anywhere.
I put it as solid A or B. I don't think it goes S. As much as I love it, I don't think it goes S.
I can get that. It's a non-conventional suit. It's one of Tony's specialized suits.
Yeah. Camilla, how about you?
I think the original Hulkbuster decently solid. Like I don't like the proportions compared. Like I know I mentioned I like the bulky Mark 1, But the Hulkbuster proportions feel like almost like too weird. If that makes sense.
Well, I mean, they're supposed to be big and bulky because it's the Hulkbuster.
I do
know
see
that,
how
it's
it
just-
kind of like hits
No,
that
not a fan of
uncanny
it.
valley feeling.
I'll move it down to B then. Alright, next will be the 45. So the 45 was the first kind of step into Tony's. The 43 was the last bastion of the, like, classic suit style. The 45 is starting on that trend of sleeking it out to make it more like more of Tony's later comic suits where he gets more advanced.
Yeah.
And I like that. I think the 45 is my least favorite out of the ones that do it, but I still think... I'll put it this way. Any suit that's featured in a movie, I don't think they did a bad job designing.
Yeah.
Alright, so the 45...
Well, I mean, we'll get to a bad design later, but we'll get to that later.
You mean most likely, or as in, like, you have one you don't like, you want to...
Most likely.
Okay. Those are probably going to be the background suits, but...
Yeah.
Alright, so 45. I think 45... I like what it was doing, but I also don't think it had enough gold on it, and... That's actually pretty much it. So I'm thinking B
I'd
tier.
put it B. Okay.
Alright. Next is the 46. So I don't know much, but from what I've heard... So this is the Civil War suit, by the way.
Yeah.
46 seems to be most people's favorite MCU Iron Man suit, like one of theirs. And I can agree with it. It looks really
The 46
cool.
is from Infinity War, yeah.
46 is from Civil War.
Yeah, 46 is Civil War.
If
I
you
think
need to
Infinity
Google
War was like in the 80s.
it was for 50.
50.
I would put it S, but I am willing to go lower because I think it did a very good job. A lot of people compare it to like the Bleeding Edge suit from the comics, which it definitely takes inspiration from, but the Mark 50 fits that toll a bit better. Or roll, I mean, not toll. It's not like he's driving through like the street.
So, ugh.
Also,
I don't-
if you need
I
to
don't
search
have-
up a image so you can see the rest of him, you can do that too.
I don't have very strong opinions on this one. I think it's like I just have a positive correlation with it because I really like Civil War. But other than that, because I think for me, what I fucking loved in Civil War with Iron Man was his portable glove.
Yeah,
It's like that was something I thought was super cool.
and of course,
But
that
then
would-
just the suit, I didn't see anything that was too awesome on there. It didn't really, to me, it doesn't stand out too much.
I loved it. I would put it S tier, but it sounds like you'd put like B or C. So I'm gonna do
I'd
A.
be okay with an A.
Camilla, you good with an A?
Yeah.
All right. So next is the Spider-Man suit, the Mark 47, which is just the 46, but it adds like silver as an accent. And I will say, it's not. I don't like it as much as the 46. I think. Weirdly, the 46 having a lot of silver to go with that red and gold actually works for me. And I don't get it because it shouldn't.
I personally like it,
Yeah.
but like, it's nothing out of this world.
Do you want to just put it in the same spot as the 46?
I'd honestly, yeah.
Now for... I technically think Hulkbuster was actually built first, so I forget if this was... I want to say this is 48. So, Hulkbuster. So first off, I think in complete fairness to this Hulkbuster design, it was used by Bruce Banner, who did not know how to use the Hulkbuster, and we were also at the point in the movie where it, like, Thanos was just winning.
Yeah.
I
I
think-
still like, I don't like this one at all.
I think, honestly, I've put it in the perfect spot, and we can probably move on.
I'd honestly even put it in like D.
Alright, I don't care.
I don't like
Alright,
it.
next is the
at
Mark
all.
50. I think the Mark 50 is very sleek, and
Mark 50 is a fucking, that's the nanotech.
this the first nanotech, yeah.
First nanotech suit. I think the suit up was cool. Otherwise, don't really care for it. It's like, I feel like the cool part of it was introducing nanotech, and I feel like nanotech was utilized in areas outside of Iron Man. Just
yeah,
better.
but that's just like you notice a trend with the MCU of any time Iron Man does something that people really like, everyone else has to do it because they want them to be like Iron Man.
Exactly.
All right, now for the 85. One
It's
of
the
my
Endgame suit, right?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite Iron Man suits because it does look like an MCU version of the comic suit, like the original suit.
This feels like just like, the thing is, what I really liked about this one is it took inspiration from the warriors in Wakanda for the shield. So that's something I really, really like. So, also, he has the frickin' panels to absorb the lightning.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Love
Now,
that.
we don't know, but it's definitely, I think, implied that he can use everything the 50 could, and possibly the 50 could use everything the 85 could nanotech-wise.
Oh, yeah, in terms of nanotech, I'm pretty sure it's the same.
I want to put the 85, like, S. Like, I can pull up the picture of the original comic suits. OG comic Iron Man. Like, it just, I mean, it's a pretty direct adaptation. I don't think the actual OG comic suit would have worked in live action, but I think the adaptation does.
Yeah, I feel like it was well adapted.
Yeah. Alright, so now, Tony is dead. So we're gonna...
True! That
So
guy's
in
dead.
no particular order, we are just gonna go through the background suits from Iron Man 3, for anyone who forgot. Iron Man 3 is where the House Party Protocol happened, so they had to have a ton of background suits. I've already cut out most of them, because most of them are just, like, refreshes, and also for some reason the Mark 7 was put on this list twice, so I also...
No, then we have to rank the Mark 7 again, but treat it as an entirely different suit.
Okay, so first
So,
off
you know what
is-
we're going to treat this? We're going to treat this as if you were to compare a grilled cheese sandwich with bacon to every single Iron Man suit, where would you rank the grilled cheese sandwich with bacon?
That's a good one. Pretty high.
Give it like
Pretty
A for bacon?
B for bacon.
No, A for bacon.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Because bacon has an A in it.
Alright, so next is this guy. We are now at the point where I literally know, like, 2 of the names. 4. I know 5 of the names of these.
Let's count. Let's do just those 5 then. We'll
No,
make this
let's
a
just-
super mini episode.
Well, I'll just do... I can cut out the I'll cut out all the background ones. I'll just... If they were featured for even a second, I'll keep them in.
Yeah, that's fair.
And... Yeah, these guys were pretty much all front row Iron Man 3, so they can stay in. And that's the stealth suit, which is iconic from the comics, so we kind of have to rank it. So this guy, I don't know, I kind of like it. He kind of looks like a fun spin on War Machine, like a what if War Machine was designed differently.
Yeah. I personally, I'm not too big of a fan of this one. It's just kind of like, it might just be because I'm not a huge fan of War Machine.
Oh, I
but
love War Machine, but that's a different thing. That's a different topic. That's a different day.
I would put it in like a B, because I
We can
feel
do-
like
I can work
the
with
the one
C.
thing I like about War Machine is that its design is very monotone. It's very single colored, but this one like incorporates that not single color.
Do you not know what War Machine looks like?
Monochromatic, not monotone. Fucking.
War Machine is just black and silver. They have the same color scheme.
No, I mean like that with the form factor
Oh,
of
okay.
like an Iron Man suit doesn't fit.
All right.
Just in my head, the cogs don't turn.
So this is... Honestly, I'd be down for C, maybe B.
I'm okay with B.
Okay. The next... This is... I don't know its name, but I do know that Aldrich Killian cut its leg off.
Oh yeah.
So this thing kind of is a skill issue, but I like kind of...
C for skill issue.
I like the fins. I don't like the mouth plate. I think without the mouth, I think it looks a bit weird.
Yeah, it looks like Iron Man can't talk, which isn't true because Iron Man talks all the time.
Alright, so we'll move on. Now, the stealth suit. Stealth suit
I really like the stealth suit.
I mean, everyone
it a
loves the
lot.
stealth suit. A or S, I assume?
I'm okay with S.
Alright,
Actually, no, yes, S.
yeah. I mean, the red arc reactor, the blue, like, the dark blue color
The
scheme.
primary colors.
Alright, this is the Heartbreaker. If you want to know why it's called the Heartbreaker, it's because it has a huge-ass arc reactor on it, so, you know, you can probably figure out where Tony was going with that.
Yeah.
I like the Heartbreaker, but I don't think it's anything I love. I think it's like a B tier for me, but I want to see what you guys think.
Personally, I would either say a C or a B.
C
just
or
like
B
it-
or C or D?
C or B.
Okay.
It's just, it's just okay in my eyes.
I'll do B. Alright, next is this guy. I forgot what his name is, but he has pile drivers for arms. And honestly, I think he looks pretty sick.
In terms of an Iron Man suit, not too big of a fan, but I like the design, so I'd say like B or A.
I'll do A. Next, Silver Centurion. Absolutely iconic suit from the comics. Literally used for 5 seconds, and those 5 seconds were Tony coming in to try to grab Pepper, not being able to grab Pepper, and then Aldrich Killian, like, raising his hand and then grabbing it.
I have a question.
I would put this pretty high up, but I wanna hear your guys' opinion.
I have a question. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch ass.
I'm honestly okay with wherever.
And,
Your opinion, Hunter. Oh, yep. Straight to yes.
alright, Red Snapper. He's just a funny little guy. I like his name because
He
does-
makes.
he look-
I don't remember Red Snapper at all. I just remember the name and it makes me giggle.
he does look like a lobster.
Yo, wait, that's hype. I love lobster. Yeah, S.
Okay. This is
I'm so sorry for being zoned out.
no, it's
No,
fine.
it's fine. I'm zoning out too.
This is the scuba suit. It just goes underwater. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's green.
Camilla, you
can't
have
tell.
snacks in front of you. Can I have?
Okay, so I guess I just have to rank it now. So I guess I'll put the scuba suit. It's like a
It's
B
good
tier.
snack, thanks.
Pretty cool. Igor, I think looks cool.
Igor looks cool. I like Igor a lot.
What are you thinking? A tier?
No, I don't like Igor.
Oh,
No, I think like I'd say an A.
okay. And the scuba suit, where would you put that?
I don't have
Alright, we'll just leave it in B.
opinions.
Alright, next is the space suit.
Spacesuit. A.
I like kind of the carbon fiber kind of look it has.
Yeah, it makes me
Next
think of
is The Mark
AT&T.
40. So this whole thing, I think, is that, like, he can kind of, like, go the speed of sound or something. Like, he goes really fast.
Yeah.
I don't know. B?
He's like Sonic rolling around at the speed of sound.
What are you thinking?
He's like Sonic, so S for Sonic.
S for Sonic? Okay. This is Bones, Mark 41.
I like that name a lot. I would honestly say S off of the name alone.
Okay. And
Bones.
that is it. We've ranked all the specially designed ones. So I think
Why aren't you guys clapping? Come on, we gotta clap. There we go. There we go, we did it.
Alright, so
Okay.
let's say what our favorite suit is and then end it. My favorite suit would be probably the 42. I just think it's really cool and I love it.
My favorite suit is the Mark III.
That's fair. It's an iconic suit. Camilla, I assume Mark 1?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, actually no, my favorite's Mark Zuckerberg. Now that was a cool joke.
Thanks for watching MallTalk
Thanks for watching MallTalk. I'll see you guys next time.
on Dragon Ball Z.
Where Hunter tries spit.